I see a Minister of Works who went to Sokoto. He's telling Sokoto that the job will start from Badagry to Sokoto 2027. You did it before you do it. We can't do it.
John, the party has told us not to say anything. The results will be announced in Abuja, we were told. So
we cannot vote Tinubu. We can't vote hungry. We can't.
Are you sure?
We don't have,
because people watching might think differently.
Anyone.
Are you sure you do not have issues with Mr. Peter Obi?
It's not even connected to Labour Party.
We cannot vote Tinubu for 2027 from the north. We cannot. It's right there we die. We cannot vote hungry.
Is it fair then to say, Senator, that everywhere Peter Obi goes, trouble follows him?
Yes,
and everywhere he leaves, stability comes. Is Peter Obi the problem?
Gone, and then we have a winner.
And a loser.
And we don't have a loser in APC.
You are the loser. You lost.
We don't consider ourselves
loser. To the president.
Hello guys, welcome back to Chaka Film. It is a primary election season, and Atiku is already losing the ADC. Atiku is losing the ADC to the Kachikwu-led faction of the ADC, who just came out today to contest their primary election, and they decided to give the presidential ticket to Kachikwu to be their flag bearer of the 2027 general election. And when Peter Obi left that political party, the world was almost coming to an end. You hear people like Kenneth Okukwo, Dele Momodu, frequently on every TV station, just for the purpose of trying to pull down Peter Obi. But today, where are they? They are nowhere to be found. But before we talk further on how Atiku is losing the ADC, but I want us to talk about the presidential election that was just concluded by the APC, and of this young guy, Stanley Osifo, who contested against Tinubu. If you watch my previous video, which I did yesterday, I guess, to the 3rd of May, where I talk about who this man is, that he was just for the optic sake to say that Atiku is a Democrat. But to understand where I'm coming from, I want us to watch the video of the young guy. I know if you watch that video, you'll be pissed. I myself was also pissed. Then I believe that if we continue like this, Nigeria and also Africa in general will never develop. So I want us to watch that video. But before we do that, guys, please, if you are new to my channel, just the way I normally do it here, please hit that subscribe button, click on the bell icon so that when I drop any latest update, you will be the first to be notified. Thank you very much. So let's watch that video now.
I think the election has come and gone, and then we have a winner.
And a loser.
And we don't have a loser in APC.
You are the loser. You lost.
We don't consider ourselves
loser. You lost to the president.
Losers.
But you have the guts to contest against him anyway, so that's a plus for you.
Yep. You're right. The motivating factor is to see that we do work hard at what we're doing to ensure that Nigeria gets better. And then we continue to dispatch to Nigeria the dividends of democracy. And more importantly, also to deepen democracy within our party. So a lot of things that we intend to do are coming to place. And the party is happy about what's happening right now.
Okay, well, I'm sure some people out there are wondering, knowing the president's antecedent in politics, why? Okay, let me put it this way. What gave you I don't know whether to use the word muscle or the guts to challenge someone of his caliber? Did you think that you will ever defeat him? Or is it that you wanted to be, most times you get people contesting for this post, so afterwards they would say, one-time presidential candidate or one-time senatorial contestant. What was behind?
This is not my first time, so it's not a case of looking for one-time presidential candidate or senatorial. I've done it before. And then this time around, I came out for the same position. In everything, party is supreme. And then loyalty to the party is very, very important. So whatever we have done so far is done within the party. It's an internal process. It's not an external process.
How come? It's surprising that I think in Abia or Imo State, you scored 1,007 votes. In fact, somebody even said, are you sure he's not from Southeast? 1,007 votes. But in your own local government, your own home, Uluku, I'm correct, right? You scored just 1 vote. And you were not even present. How come?
I know you will be pissed just like me, because how do the ADC see Nigeria? Do they see us that we are so very stupid that we don't know what is put before us, if it is truth or it is a game? Somebody who could not even get up to 2 votes in his own ward is contesting against somebody who have built structures all over the country. And I was pissed in the sense that the interviewer supposed to have asked him, where does he got 100 million naira from? What kind of job is he doing? Who could throw 100 million naira away because he want to prove a point? I know many people are saying the person wants to say, I was once a presidential candidate, but now that is not a really good excuse. That's just a sham primary election that APC have played their deceit again. So while that is even going on, the most annoying part is that while that is even going on, David Umahi is going around the country threatening the people that if you don't vote for Tinubu, you will never get a federal project. Just the way he did to the Southeast. He's from Southeast. He's threatening the Southeast. If you don't vote for Tinubu, no federal project is coming to Southeast. And the same thing he does to Sokoto, which led me to say, okay, let's watch this video of Totogolo, who is from the north, and to portray how the north is viewing Tinubu as we talk now. So let's watch this video, then we'll come back to continue with our story.
I see a minister of works who went to Sokoto. He's telling Sokoto that the job will start from Badagry to Sokoto 2027. You did it before you do it. We can't do it. We cannot vote Tinubu. We can't vote hungry. We can't. How many votes do you bring from Iboy as a governor Umahi? Your Excellency, how many votes do you bring from Iboy during the campaign? How many votes? If it's for your vote from the east as well, Tinubu will not become a president. We will vote Tinubu from the north. So you can't tell us what we know what to do to remove him 2027. Serious. You can't command anybody in Sokoto. Who are you? Because they give you contract of 15 trillion. You say Sokoto? Who are the contractor of that company? What is the name of the company from Badagry to Sokoto Road? And why do they start? Where do they put their bulldozer? You are telling people story. Lie. You are a liar. And God will ask you that thing while you are telling people. It is no good. And now you revoke contract to Kaduna for the road. Where are the contractor? Which contractor do you give the road? From Okonga to Jos, problem. From Jos to Bauchi, Gombe, all. Both out to Maiduguri, no problem. Where do they do the road? From below here, if you are going to Kalba, problem. From here, if you are going to no road you commission as a minister. Before when you come, you are visiting the whole site, putting steel helmet, waiting whether you do this. So this we just want to campaign. Why don't you go campaign for Sokoto? We cannot vote Tinubu for 2027 from the north. We cannot. It's right there we die. We cannot vote hungry. So far, and the only appointment where it is appointing Yorubas from Lagos, not from Ogun, not from Ondo. Then we go voting for what? This person who is taking one side. Okay, why they not arrest Sunday Abo? He want a protest in London. Tinubu doesn't make the arresting. But they are sending security to arrest Bello Bodejo, arrest Kanu. People who are standing for their people, they want to arrest them because this one is a Fulani, this one is an Igbo man. But Sunday Abo is patrolling, even is making a party yesterday. He threw a party in Ibadan. He was not arrested. Somebody is preaching for Adudua. Then you want us to vote again. Then when we vote for 2027, what will come out? Then what we are afraid, and then this person is the same person want to change vehicle every year. The president every year will change vehicle. Food alone for presidency is 49.6 trillion for food, billion. for food alone for president. Then he want to change Bekul every year. Do you come to change Bekul, or you come for function, or you come to work for Nigeria? Mr. President, I campaign with you. You know me, I know you. You say we should give you Nigeria. There's a new hope. Where is the new hope? All you tell us is not true. And you say you suspend all your activities in Lagos. Okay, you suspend the activities because people die on the food. What do you send the food for them to celebrate the Christmas? You have no activities there in Lagos. You just go there to rest. What's your activities? It's just a pity, Your Excellency. You don't have any activities there. You go there to rest. And people die for hunger because they want to get the food. Do you send the food for those people so that a brother can go for Christmas? No. You say suspend the activities. That cannot solve the solution. We expect you to send like 100 or 300 trailers to that area so that people can go for Christmas everywhere in Nigeria because of this shameful something that happened, which the world have seen it. Because it has seen it, it is under Vera already. This is the first time that Nigerian, the giant of Africa, people will die for food inside crowd because of food. You will just die. It's a shame. Not war, not anything. Then you are talking about voting. No security in Sokoto, no security in Zamfara, no security in Kaduna. Then people are dying. They cannot follow the road travel. Then you say we know what to do. Thank God you say we know what to do. 20 to 27 before 12, Oga, you don't go. You and your Oga will go and we will investigate you. Mind you, after that, we'll investigate all the money you collected from Ministry of Works. Beware. Because I have the total, all the money given to you. So beware, you will visit EFCC after we come up 2027. By 12 o'clock, your Oga, you follow him. Maybe you will vote you and Iboy and Lagos, but not for not. We can't vote him. You can't force us. Who are you even to tell us whom to vote? Who are you? Who are you? You are challenging us all the northern. Who are you? What qualification do we have? I'm having a PhD. You can't compare with me. An engineer. You say you are engineer. Engineer to whom? You are engineer for a board. People are fighting between your border and Benue. What do you do to that solution? Do you go there and visit the place and you see it? Do you commission any road as a minister since you come? No. Then you expect us again saying what you are telling us what to do in Sokoto. We should vote. You are not. Your campaign is nonsense. We can't vote 2027. We are taking Tunumbu out. We can't vote where a Christian can die for hungry. Once Allah come now, the same thing. Muslim will die for where they are collecting rice. We can't continue this hungry, Oga. Poor party is too much. That is just to show.
It is no longer a joking matter. It is not something we take lightly anymore. If a minister is now going from state to state, to tell them you have to vote for Tinubu, otherwise project will not come to your state. And it's not have already taken their stand. They would rather buy than to vote for Tinubu. That's how it is now. Nobody, Tinubu is a disaster to Nigeria. And another funny video I want us to watch is that it's of this Barry Johnson. I don't know what kind of man he is. He's still dragging Peter Obi for the obedient movement, which is different from his own movement where we should call obedient. Let me not talk too much. I want you guys to watch the video also so that you know where I'm coming from.
I don't have any business with Peter Obi. I don't have any issue with Peter Obi. I don't have any issue with anyone called obedient with the OBI. We have taken our decision.
Are you sure?
This is it.
Are you sure?
We don't have
because people watching might think differently.
Anyone,
are you sure you do not have issues with Mr. Peter Obi?
It's not even connected to Labour Party. Forget that I am an NWC member. Apart from, before I became an NWC member of the Labour Party, was I not an obedient? I was. So why were they not abusing or insulting me on Twitter or Instagram? Because I was in the forefront of the 52 days we protested against the rigging of the elections in 2023. We have a
and what the Supreme Court also
has a social justice influence. Even Peter Obi, when he contested 2023, did not buy a form. It was given to him free of charge. Even Alex Otti, who is governor. Everybody who has collected form for the Abure team today has collected it for free. That's what's going on.
It's not about, it's not about it being free. It's about it being credible and ensuring that at the end of the day, there are no issues, ahead.
There are not going to be issues because when the Supreme Court gives judgment, The Supreme Court cannot give judgment against itself because there's already a judgment in 2025, where the judgment says no court of law with any jurisdiction has authority to declare any individual or a group of people members of the party. The constitution of the party has declared.
So as of today, so on what legal premise? Sorry, in 30 seconds, because we need to wrap up this conversation. In 30 seconds, we need to wrap up this conversation. As of today, the court doesn't recognize your faction, your alleged side. So on what legal premise are you operating?
We are waiting for the judgment of the Supreme Court to take a final decision. If the Nanadi, Alex Oti, Peter Obi team wins, we let them have the party because we must respect the rule of law. Like when we protested for 52 days and Peter Obi was refused to be announced by the Supreme Court as president.
Peter Obi already lived obedient for them. We are not even dragging, saying not be there get obedient. Nobody they drag obedient with them. But they are still trying to rub Peter Obi into their own new nuisance movement. Carry obedient go, nobody drag on with you. Leave obedient for us, because obedient was even formed during 2019 general election. Theirs were registered 2022. Obedient come before obedient. But these people are still crying for things that is so glaring for everybody to see. And that leads me to this interview of Senator Umahi. Because in this interview was asked, is Peter Obi always a magnet to troubles, to bad things to happen? And his answer will surprise you. Let's watch that video, then we'll come back.
Is it fair then to say, Senator, that everywhere Peter Obi goes, trouble follows him?
Yes,
and everywhere he leaves, stability comes. Is Peter Obi the problem?
Yes, he's the problem, because he stayed the honest nest. In 2023, nobody gave him chance that to do anything meaningful in that election. And he went ahead to storm his doubting Thomases. He put a stunning performance in the election, and Nigerians verily believe that he won the election. The courts ruled otherwise in the end, but the Nigerian people knew who they voted for.
Right.
So they didn't want him, or they still don't want him, to contest in 2027. If he could put such a showing when they were off guard, they decided not to prepare to stop him from being part of that election. That's what is going on.
Do you feel safe in the NDC right now? Do you think your political ambition, his political ambition, is safe in the NDC?
Very safe. Very safe.
You're not afraid of the quotation marks on the registration of the NDC on the INEC portal?
I think the man who I saw talking about the registration of ADC, Dr. Omar Ado, I think he's getting quiet. I'm not seeing him anymore. Because when he started, he lied to the country, people of Nigeria, that NDC was registered without an application to INEC. That some people just went to the court and got an order that it should be registered, that there was no application made, formal application for its registration. When it was debunked, when the letter INEC wrote to NDC promoters in 2017 was made public, where the INEC gave a letter to NDC asking them to go ahead, that they've satisfied the preliminary requirements to be registered. So he now put a lie to his claim that there was no application for the party.
But it was also a fact that the last time, during the most recent registration process, that INEC considered 14 political associations for registration in the shortlist, NDC was not a part of that shortlist. That is also a fact, isn't it?
It was a fact because INEC refused to register NDC, claiming that the logo of NDC was similar to the logo of APC. That was what led to the suit filed at the Federal High Court in Lokoja, for the court to determine whether two fingers, victory sign fingers, are the same thing with a broom. A broom. Even a blind man can tell you that they are not the same thing. If you tell a blind man that these are two fingers and broom, are they similar? The blind man will tell you no. Because it is very clear that there are two distinct objects.
Right.
Two distinct objects.
Right.
So the court considered the claims and reliefs sought by NDC and came to the inevitable conclusion that the broom was very distinct from the two fingers.
Right. So
and ordered INEC to register the party.
So
if that was only because that was the only defense INEC put before the court.
So
no other thing.
The NDC is your final bus stop as far as 2027 election is concerned.
Well, where will we be again? The time is already here. So we are going to contest the election there, and we are comfortable. There's no problem.
Right.
The man who is threatening that NDC will be registered has seen that he cannot do so, because the judgment compelling INEC to register NDC was delivered on the 10th of December, 2025. And INEC was the only party sued by NDC. So the only person who can raise issue against judgment was INEC.
Right.
INEC instead obeyed, accepted the judgment, and registered the ADC.
Right.
And they didn't appeal against judgment. It had 90 days to appeal against it. INEC did not appeal. It's over, going to 170 days now. No appeal.
Yeah, that,
so
that particular case,
that judgment has become a final judgment forever.
Everything boils down to how they were trying to stop Peter Obi. Because I see no reason why somebody is still crying for a movement that nobody is even dragging with him. And the good thing is that the fear of APC is also that Peter Obi were able to form an alliance with a strong political force from the north, that is Kwankwaso. And now, the movement of the OK movement, the Kwankwaso and the obedient movement, is changing how the northern part of the country sees the southeast. And this does not go well for the APC camp. That is the reason they will throw everything to the wall to see what sticks. And that leads me to this video of this, which I saw from the post of Dr. Tanko, which I saw on X, the former Twitter, where he talked about how the Northerners are now taking a stand, try to debunk every lies that have been lied against Peter Obi, and how independent investigators have carried out their investigation to debunk that lies. So I'll play, the video is in Hausa language. I will play a section of it, and at the end of this video, I will play the remaining part of it so that people who does not understand Hausa can still follow, while people who understand Hausa can, at the end of this video, watch it. So now, let's listen to a part of it, then I'll come and explain what he said.
Ɗaya daga cikin abu da ake zargin Peter Obi da shi shine ya zargin sa wato da kin jinin yan arewa. Lokacin da ya mulkin sa akwai masu ganin cewa wato ya kori yan arewa ko ya ce sai sun yi register. Wannan ba gaskiya bane. Mun yi duk binciken da zamu yi akan wannan, kuma wasu abubuwan ma ai mun sani. Misali, ai mun san cewa Hope Uzodinma da ke Imo State shine wannan magana, wanda ya ce register or leave, ko kuma ya ce know your tenant. ko know your resident shine ka wannan ka'idar wanda ya bada wasu kwanaki cewa duka mutanen da suke arewa a nan wato su je su register kaza wanda bayan an samu backlash daga arewa abin ya zo bai cimma ba. Bayan wannan akwai shi a Kirdalu na Ondo State wanda ya mutu, shi ma ya ba wa duka herdsmen mutanen da suke yin kiwo ya ba su wato wani wa'adi cewa kowa ya je register abin ba haka ba wato zai dauki mataki wanda shi ma wannan kwana bakwai ba da kuma shi ma wannan mu muka fito muka ta cewa wannan abin ba daidai bane kuma ya zama an janye shi. Ba Peter Obi bane, babu wani record a ƙasa wanda yake nuna Peter Obi ya ƙi jinin 'yan arewa. Idan Peter Obi na da matsalolinsa mu fito da su mu faɗa, siyasa ce ake yi koya da 'yanci, amma magana ka ɗauko abin da ba a yi ba ka ce an yi dan wani dalili na siyasa, wannan ba adalci bane ba kuma gaskiya bane ba. Abu na gaba da ake faɗa shine cewa Peter Obi ya
In that video, what he's saying is that he has carried out a personal investigation, and his conclusion is that Peter Obi never gave ID cards to any Northerners. You know where it is so very important to hammer this topic of ID card, because it has been something that has been echoed since 2019 to the Northern people that Peter Obi gave ID card. So every moment I have, and I saw another Northern voice debunking that lie, I will always post it, so that people who might have watched that video or might have not watched it will also use my medium to listen to that debunking of that lie. And that is my mission whenever I do any video. He's telling that Peter Obi never gave ID card. The people who did that was from the former governor of Imo State, and also I think it was from Oyo State or something like that. Those are the two states that ID card was given. And he also talked about Peter Obi report card during his time as the governor of Anambra State. How he used the resources of the Anambra people prudently. He does not share money. He reduced the expenses of government. Education was number one. Anambra State became number one in WAEC and NECO. He's given his people this news because to debunk lie that have been said for years over and over, it will take a while to let people know the opposite or know the truth. You know, the lies fly like a wire and truth takes time to move. And that is why we will be doing in this subsequent video. And then that leads me, we're still talking about the primary election conducted by the ADC, by the Kachikwu-led faction, and the primary election of the APC. So, to understand, to listen to the Kachikwu when he was receiving his acceptance of being nominated, I want us to watch that video, then we'll come back to continue with our final analysis.
Thank you. Time is against us, and so beautiful things doesn't last, doesn't stay long. We just see it as a film and it will go. The power conferred on me as the electoral officer of the presidential primaries conducted under my chairmanship. We arrive at a consensus candidate, and I want to present to you formally the candidate for the ADC for 2027 presidential election come 2027 as our presenter candidate, not nobody, but His Excellency, the father of this party, the leader of this party, the man who has made us to be here. I am very sure when we were talking in a meeting with him, he made comment and we say, no, God forbid. I am very sure with the way Nigeria is radiating, we know that we are going to present or produce the president-elect of this country come 2027. So I present to you warmly and heartily, Honorable Chief Dumebi Kachikwu as the candidate for ADC presidential election come 2027. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. This is our candidate that we are sure by the grace of God that we are going to win the presidential election for 2027. Thank you, and God bless you.
Interface with National Assembly will include a bill that I have dubbed the Nigerian Patriotic Act. It's a bill of equality and fairness. It's a bill that says we are all in this together. It's a bill that ensures that public servants cannot enjoy the privileges they cannot provide to the common man. If you desire to give public service, you must use the same services that the masses use. No private or foreign schools for our families. No private or foreign hospitals for us, for our families. No generators or boreholes in our homes. If you desire quality education, healthcare, and other good public facilities, we must make it available to all so that we all equally benefit. Borrowings must satisfy the criteria of commercial viability while providing much needed basic amenities. We must resist the wicked urge to become sovereign debts that benefit a few must be paid by all. We can no longer borrow to build bridges and highways that lead nowhere.
So now as it stands now, ADC has three factions. The Kachikwu-led faction, the David Mark-led faction, and the Nafiu Bala-led faction. This tells us that ADC does not have a future. As it stands now, they may not even contest for this general election. Who will be the authentic candidate to represent them will be subject to court. The Nafiu Bala faction is also there. The authentic one, nobody knows yet, because the convention that was held by the David Mark-led faction was nullified by the Federal High Court. So where are they going? And Peter Obi left people almost good a month. People were still going to TV to talk lies, to say Peter Obi was afraid of primary, which is the primary that Atiku is not afraid of, that he needs consensus, not a primary election. And they wanted to cage my Oga. God passed it. God passed it. And that's where I will leave you guys today. And the remaining part of the answer video, you guys can complete it after I finish my talk here. And I will be leaving you guys with it. So before I go, as I normally do it here, guys, please, if you are new to my channel, please, Biko, Lawowo, click that subscribe button and also the bell icon so that when I drop any new video, you will be the first to be notified. Thank you guys. We'll see you again. And I will leave you guys with this video. Bye-bye.
Ruguje masallatai ko ya yi jinin addinin musulunci. To shi ma wannan mun yi binciken ba matsayin na musulmai dole ne mu tsaya mu tabbatar cewa mutumin da zamu zaba ba zai iya yi mana abubuwa da rashin adalci ba. Wannan magana babu ita. Maganar da ake faɗa shine ya rushe masallaci. Akwai masallaci na Central Onitsha wanda gyara da ake yi a garin gabaki daya ya biyo ta kansa kuma ya saka aka ruguje wani bangare daga cikin masallaci wanda shi Peter Obi da kansa ya ƙara bada kuɗi. Kowa ya je duba wannan ba internet, wato ya fitar da kuɗi aka je aka ƙara gina wannan masallaci a sabon guri. Akwai wani barista Mahmud wanda shi mutumin Anambra ne kuma ya fito fili ma har godiya ya digga record din a social media, kowa zai iya duba ya gani. Sannan bayan haka akwai Auka Mox, masallaci da ke Auka wanda shi ma Peter Obi shi da kansa wato ya ba da kuɗi aka gina wannan, ana ganin mara kuɗin aljihunsa ne ya zai wannan abubuwa. Kuma akwai wani babban abu wanda ya fata jama'a su ƙara lura da shi. Wannan ko shine yanzu bara mu baki misali. Yanzu ko mu a nan Kano ai zaki samu cewa duk lokacin da Haji ta yi ko Haji misali zaki ga gwamnati ba ma Kano kawai ba, Kano da duk kusan arewacin Najeriya suna ɗaukar kuɗaɗe su biya wa mutane Haji, ba haka ba?
Haka ne.
Kin taba ganin a Kano misali ko a Kano ko Zamfara ko Katsina ko Sokoto ko ina ne an biya wa Kiristoci su tafi Jerusalem su je su nasu pilgrimage? Ba a biya. Amma kuma adadin musulman, to shi Peter Obi ya biya wa musulmai Hajj guda musulmai 44 wato a 2007. Gashi nan verifiable fact ne shi ma wannan. A 2007 ya biya wa musulmai 44 suka tafi Hajji a Anambra, duk da cewa adadin musulmai wanda suke Anambra ba su kai adadin Kiristoci da suke Kano ba, domin Anambra ƙasa ce ko kuma gari na Inyamurai ko kuma Kiristoci da kashi 98. Kashi 1 zuwa 2 ne musulman wannan da musulmai da sauran addini. Amma a Kano kashi 95 na mutanen Kano musulmai ne. Kashi 5 ne wancan, kin ga kenan nasu ya fi tsoka. Amma gashi duk da haka ba a taɓa samun rekod ɗin wani gwamna na Kano da ya taɓa ɗaukar kuɗi ya biya wa Kiristoci ba, duk da cewa akwai adadi significant Christian population a Kano. Me yasa ba ɗauko wannan mun yi magana akai ba? Me yasa ba jinjina mishi akan wancan magana ba? Sannan mutumin nan ya fito fili ya faɗa ADC ɗinsa wanda yake tsayawa a bayansa ɗan sandansa kenan, duk kowa kusanci da shi wanda ko me za a yi na cutar da shi za a yi. Musulmi ne ɗan Kano. Yana dama kuma wannan prerogative ɗinsa ne, yana dama ya ɗauko mutumin da yake so daga ko ina ya zaɓa, dole kuma shi za a ɗauka a bashi. Mutumin nan lokacin da ya samu dama Peter Obi a Anambra da ya zo ya samu cewa convoy ɗin shi na motocinsa da ake hawa ya tafi mota 20 da wani abu, da kansa ya zo ya ce baya buƙatar wannan convoy ɗin mai yawa, a cire wannan convoy ɗin ya koma motoci guda 5. Aka cire shi ya koma mota 5 ita ake zubawa mai. Ya fito da asusunsa na banki ya ce guda 3 ne, Fidelity, Access Bank da Wai. Ya ce su gare ni ba ni da gida a ko ina a duniya sai a Najeriya. Ya fito da asset ɗinsa, ya yi declaration ɗinsa, ya yi komai, kuma ya ce ya kalubalanci 'yan Najeriya su fito mai da wani abu wanda ba wannan ba. An samu cewa pension da ake ba tsofaffin gwamna da gratuity na ake ɗauka gwamnoni a basu, an ba shi bai taɓa karɓa ba, ya ce bai taɓa karɓa ba yanzu. In akwai wani ke da shi da cewa taɓa karɓa ya fito da shi. Kuma ga takardun suna yau a social media cewa Peter Obi an ɗauki kyauta ta fili an bashi, ya ce baya so. Ya rubuta cewa gashi nan baya so. Haka shugabanninmu suke yi. So tsantseni ne wannan, kuma za ki ga lifestyle ɗin mutumin nan har godi ake mai cewa kullum yana yau da agogo ɗaya ko takalmi ɗaya ko kaza you know. Sannan kuma mutum ne wanda yake da record na cewa yayi growing business ɗinsa da ya a matsayin shi na banker from the scratch, ya kai shi da inda zai kai shi. So mutum ne wanda yake da reputation na management. So maganan gaskiya akwai wato rauninsa in kika duba ba ki rasa ba. Amma ni dai na gamsar da kaina cewa da na ɗauko mutum da na kwatanta shi da mutane da suke sauran jam'iyyu wanda suke karawa da shi, na ga cewa rayuwar shi ta fi tsafta akan tasu. Na ga cewa shugabancin sa da ya fi tsantseni akan nasu. Na ga yadda ya turning economy da education sector ta Anambra. Sanda ya zo ya shigo, akwai sanda ake magana ya siyi computer guda 30,000 an rarraba, wanda kowa sai da zama computer literate. Ko kuma kashi mai yawa ya zama computer literate a Anambra. Ya zo ya taimaki homegrown economy, musamman innocent vehicles nan ya taimake su, da suna ganin cewa dan kabilarsa ne ko dan kabilar shi dan Najeriya ne. Kuma sannan babban rashin adalcin da ake magana shine a zo a ce wai Inyamurai, to Inyamuri Goodluck Jonathan shi minority ne ma ga baki daya. Ya mulki mutane, amma kuma Inyamurai suna ɗaya daga cikin wato 3 major ethnic groups a Nigeria, manyan kabilu guda 3. idan Bahaushe ya me yasa a ce banda Inyamuri me yasa wa aina aka rubuta sannan kuma maganar da ake shine idan muna so kai ya haɗu a ƙasar nan fa sai fa mun yadda fa cewa fa adalci ne fa maganin abubuwa Inyamurai yanda aka yi musu a ƙasar nan tun da su abin zai ƙara yi wato ba sakawa su na san akwai masu damuwa da yawa a cikin to amma ai mun san cewa kabila bata da alaka da laifi kana alakanta shi ga wanda yake yin wannan laifin kowace kabila akwai damuwar ta amma ka ba mutane dama wani lokaci da yawa mutane suka karanta littattafai da dama wanda suke magana akan personalities da yadda ake influencing mutane zaki fahimci cewa sautari ka ɗauko kuɗin ka ma ka ba mutum da ake zargin cewa zai iya sace kuɗin nan sai kuɗin naka ya fi tsira fiye da ka ɗauka wanda shi ya san ka amince da shi
gaskiya ne
so tawi zaki ga cewa shugabannin ƙasar nan da suke yin wato kiristoci ko dan tsoron kada mu yan arewa musulmai mu ce kaza suke ga suna mana abubuwan da namun ma ba su yi mana ba so adalci ne maganin abubuwa agitation sunan da ake yi mu akwai namu ba mun sha fitowa nan gurin mu ce secure north mu ta abubuwa na kabilanci da bangaranci da sauransu ba wanda maganan gaskiya ba wanda bayan harkar wani kabilanci to ai na farko ina jin da har yanzu mun wuce magana akan wato takara ta musulmi ko ba musulmi ba a kasar nan bana bukatar shiga wannan ba ma fage na bane amma dai ni yanzu bana bukatar ka gaya min cewa wai musulmi kawai zan zaba ko idan musulmi ya fito wanda a zahiri bai nuna nagarta ba ga kuma wannan kirista ne wanda ya nuna wani abu da ya kusa da amana wanda su ne halayen musulman ka ce in ajiye wannan daukin kawai saboda ai na wuce wannan gudun maganan gaskiya with all due respect amma kuma matasan mu da suke sukar wannan wanda ban yarda da ke kace wai mafi akasari ban yarda da ke ba amma a kaddara mafi akasari suka soki wannan kuduri wallahi na musu uzuri kisan me yasa saboda kowa iya abin da ya sani yake suka akai yanzu a kaddara Peter Obi ya ruguje masallaci a kaddara abin da ke faɗa na gaskiya ne cewa ya kori yan arewa ko a kaddara cewa yana kin jinin ko ni zan yi shi iya gaskiya kenan amma ba haka bane gashi na mun faɗa da shaidu kowa da kiwaye sai je duba Hope Uzodinma ne wannan magana na Imo State da shi da ake da na Ondo State babu inda Peter Obi ya wannan hasali ma ɗaukar a 2017 bayan an tsayar da biyawa wato musulmai hajji a Anambra shi dawo da abin bayan wani shekara 10 ba a biya idan muka aje wannan a gefe muka kalli adalcin shugabannin nan da kwatantawarsu za mu ga cewa wannan Peter Obi lokacin da ya yi mulkinsa a tsakanin 2006 da 2014 a Anambra akwai abubuwan da kuma abubuwan nan da are documented kuma suna nan kan yanzu haka akan yanar gizo ma duka mutane kuwa zai tsayawa ya duba kuma ɗaya daga cikin manya-manyan amfanin wayoyin hannunmu shine mai amfani da su gurin duba irin wannan abubuwan shugabancin Najeriya babban magana ce ya kamata a ce da babba da yaro kowa ya zama agent na canji kowa ya zama agent na mutane masu